Oh, great. More Swayze swinging.
So Sam has now discovered that he can, in fact, interact with the physical world. But this one requires training. He goes back to the train to meet the guy from before, where he teaches Sam the art of kicking cans and flicking coins.
You can't push it with your finger. You're dead.
Sam does the only logical thing at this point. He goes to visit Whoopi.
Took him long enough.
Seriously. He convinces her to withdraw the $4 million that Carl was laundering.
Boy, the bank standards are awfully lax.
I need another one. I signed the wrong name.
And in order to keep her out of danger, he has her give it away.
You for the check.
Admittedly, the setup is done well, and it's pretty funny thanks to an endearingly overdone performance from Goldberg. But old Carl's in for it now. We're back to Sam being that audience member again.
Go ahead, search. You'll never find it.
When suddenly, the movie takes a turn.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that?
When did this become a Stephen King film?
Do you have any, like, some Pepto-Bismol or something?
Cyanide.
He's just doing my job at this point. So yeah, Carl's starting to lose it at this point, even resulting to making demands of a ghost, and he sends his caveman crook to kill Whoopi.
Watch out for his mullet.
And then we get this.
Ugh.
Yep, they did it. And now, you guessed it, the crook gets pulled into hell. And I'll admit, there is something creepy about how it's handled that does prove effective. Whoopi and Sam go back to Molly's and try to convince her, again, that Sam is with us.
Give me a penny, quick.
You can't push it with your finger. You're dead. You stubborn asshole.
So Molly calls the police and decides to wait with Whoopi and Sam. Since Sam can't physically touch her, Whoopi agrees to let him use her body in order to be with Molly physically.
Wait, so he's using Whoopi's body the whole time?
Yep.
So when this love scene is going on, it's actually between Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And time goes by.
Thankfully, Carl ruins it before Whoopi can spill coffee on herself, and she and Molly make a break for it since Carl has gone completely off the deep end. Though I've gotta say, this chase is so devoid of any urgency.
It's like everyone is talking normal and there's no tension whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're just a liar.
Molly, you gotta listen to me. This woman's a thief. She's a con artist.
Why? Why are you
Don't
doing
listen to
this?
her, Molly.
Just get away from us, Carl. I
Molly,
call the police.
Right up until this moment.
The check.
He's about to shoot Whoopi Goldberg. He's a ghost.
Just give me the check, Sam, okay? I promise you I'll let her go if you just give it to me.
I'm sorry, I just can't take this seriously. The idea of bargaining with a ghost for a check is just ludicrous.
You think that's bad? How about a fight scene with one? Again, no tension here because he can't do anything to Sam.
Hey! Will you look at that? It's right through me.
Flawless victory.
Whoa.
Sam. Oh, Carl.
Hey Carl, go to hell.
So we have a final goodbye between our lovers as they share a ghost kiss and showcase Demi Moore's famous ability to cry on cue.
I'll miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, Sam.
Are you okay?
I'm fine!
I love you, Molly. I've always loved you.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Ditto.
It's amazing, Molly.
Oh, wait! It's not over?
The love inside. You take it with you.
See ya.
It's not over?
Jeez, how long is this gonna go?
Way to go, kid. Way to go.
And that's Ghost.
Can I go now?
No. Now, along with the Best Picture nod at the Oscars, Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze were also nominated for Best Actor and Actress at the Golden Globes. This film was also nominated, as stated earlier, for Best Musical Score, if you can believe that.
I cannot believe that because this whole movie sounds like a Goosebumps episode.
Seriously. And along with that, this film actually won for Best Original Screenplay and Best Supporting Actress. Best Original Screenplay? Not a whole lot of stuff that was in fact original was coming out in 1990, but based on previous works, I do find it very difficult to believe that this beat anything from Woody Allen or Peter Weir. Best Supporting Actress is actually the only thing that I can really understand this movie winning, because Whoopi Goldberg, all jokes aside, is awesome in this film. She stands out very well and is what makes this experience unique in its own right. Now, with all of this in mind, I feel it's only fair to give this movie an honorable place in a segment of mine dedicated to those slipcover descriptions on the back of your DVD, Blu-ray, or VHS that sometimes misrepresent your film or fail to give it justice. That's right. It is time for another edition of Slipcover Slips. Beth, would you do the honors?
Why, certainly.
Oh.
Think of the most touching love story you ever saw.
Pretty Woman, Casablanca.
Think, too, of the brightest comedy.
I'll throw Zucker a bone. Airplane.
The most astonishing supernatural tale.
The Exorcist.
And a sleek mystery thriller.
Rear Window, Strangers on a Train, pretty much anything Alfred Hitchcock.
Did you come up with 4 separate films? Or are you among the millions of fans and critics who discovered Ghost?
The #1 film of 1990.
Let's just forget about Goodfellas, Dances with Wolves, and The Godfather Part 3.
Ghost will surprise you, delight you, make you believe.
Yeah, believe in changing the channel.
Patrick Swayze plays a ghost who teams with psychic Academy Award winner. Okay. Academy Award winner Whoopi Goldberg to uncover the truth behind his murder and rescue his sweetheart Demi Moore from a similar fate.
One can only hope.
The word of mouth is that Ghost is a must-see romance, says Entertainment Weekly. Ditto to that.
Me too to that! Ghost is rated PG-13 for language including one F-bomb, violence, thematic elements, sexual content, and a sex scene including some partial nudity. Ghost is not for all tastes. But the fact that it continues to touch millions of fans needs to be considered. There's a reason that people find Sam and Molly so relatable, and perhaps it's because, if nothing else, their passion for one another is presented genuinely. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I like this movie, or even try to masquerade that it's some kind of masterpiece when I feel it so obviously isn't. But if you're someone touched by the storytelling, or find it a lifelong favorite, then more power to you. By all means, continue loving it. As for me, I think for a romance with heart, some decent effects, and for the sake of a stellar performance from Whoopi Goldberg, I am giving Ghost a generous 3 out of 5.
Ditto.
Ah, shut up, nobody's talking to you.
Guys, thank you so much again for watching. This has actually been a rough couple of months for both of us, really. We've been on and off sick since December, and really only just starting to feel like we're getting over it. I've got more reviews planned coming up for you very soon, so stay tuned for more. Do you want to say it?
You're on Real Time with Joe.